Bienvenido a esta clase de inglés para principiantes donde vamos a practicar conversaciones básicas. Vamos a hacerlo con el método Rayo, mi método de enseñanza que utilizo dentro de mi curso que ayuda a miles de latinos a aprender inglés todos los años en tiempo récord. ¿Cómo funciona? Es súper sencillo. Vamos a escuchar una conversación entre dos madres recogiendo a sus hijos del kinder en Estados Unidos. Y primero vas a escuchar la conversación con subtítulos en inglés y traducción al español. Y voy a ir oración por oración y hacer pausas para explicarte el vocabulario y la gramática. Y el propósito con esto es que entiendas bien la historia antes de avanzar al paso número 2. Que en el paso número 2 vamos a escuchar la conversación de forma fluida, sin pausas o explicaciones. Todavía vas a tener los subtítulos, pero va a ir fluido y rápido. Y este paso vamos a repetir 3 veces. O sea, vas a escuchar la conversación 3 veces para que tengas suficiente repetición de aprenderte todas las oraciones, la gramática y el vocabulario antes de avanzar al paso número 3, que se trata de escuchar la misma conversación sin subtítulos, sin ayuda de texto. También 3 veces para que tengas mucha repetición. Y este paso es genial, es clave, porque es el paso más importante para ayudarte a entrenar tu oído, para que puedas reconocer las palabras cuando las escuchas sin ayuda de texto en la vida real, cuando hablas inglés en el trabajo o en tu vida normal. Y últimamente, paso número 4, vas a escuchar una versión interactiva y practicar hablar. Pero de este paso te explico más adelante cuando lleguemos ahí. Yo soy Kalle Anders, tu coach de inglés y tu sueco favorito. Empecemos. Hi Lisa, it's nice to see you. Hi Lisa, hola Lisa. También podemos decir hey Lisa o hello Lisa. It's nice to see you. It's nice significa it is nice. Es chévere, es bueno, es divertido. To see you, para verte. Qué bueno verte. Hi Manuela, you too. Picking up the kids? Hi Manuela, you too. Hola Manuela, tú también. Picking up the kids. To pick up es un verbo frasal. Muchas veces en inglés vas a ver verbos que contienen 2 palabras. Pick up. Un verbo muy casual, pick, que significa elegir, y una preposición tipo up, down, in, out. Y esas 2 palabras combinados hacen un verbo. Entonces pick up ya no significa algo con elegir ni nada por el estilo, significa recoger. ¿Y por qué hacen esto? Te preguntas. Es porque les hace más fácil hablar de una forma casual. Porque hay muchos verbos en inglés que si las traduces directamente a español tienen 100% sentido, pero no suenan suficiente casuales. El inglés es un idioma muy casual. Entonces en lugar de decir investigate, como investigar, dicen look into. En lugar de decir extinguish, extinguir, dicen put out, para hablar más casual. Entonces, en este caso, pick up significa recoger. Lisa le pregunta a Manuela, picking up the kids, ¿estás recogiendo a los niños? Yes, how's your daughter doing? How's your daughter doing? Daughter, hija. Una expresión para preguntar si alguien está bien es how are you doing? ¿Cómo vas haciendo? Realmente significa ¿cómo vas? How are you doing? O how is your daughter doing? ¿Cómo va tu hija? O ¿cómo está tu hija? She's doing well, thanks. And your son? She's doing well, thanks. She's doing well. Ella está haciendo bien. Literalmente, pero significa ella está bien. I am doing well. Yo estoy bien. She is doing well. Ella está bien. And your son. Son, hijo. Daughter, hija. He's excited to come every day, especially with his cousin. He's excited. He is excited. Excited significa emocionado. To come, para venir, every day, todos los días. Él es emocionado de venir todos los días, especially with his cousin, especialmente con su primo. Su primo también va al mismo kinder. Pero ojo, cousin puede significar también prima. Entonces aquí no está dicho qué género tiene el primo o la prima. Oh, that's nice they get to spend time together. Oh, that's nice. Eso está bueno o chévere. They get to spend time together. They get. Ellos pueden o obtienen la posibilidad de spend time, de pasar tiempo together, juntos. Yes, they're like brother and sister. Yes, they're like. They're es una contracción entre they are. Ellos son. They're like brother and sister. Ellos son como hermano y hermana. Son como hermanos. O actúan como hermanos. Speaking of siblings, how's your brother-in-law? Speaking of siblings. Hablando de hermanos. Siblings significa hermanos, que son muchos de diferentes géneros. Hermano es brother, hermana es sister. Hermanos son siblings. How's your brother-in-law? Brother-in-law significa cuñado. Mother-in-law significa suegra. Father-in-law, suegro. Sister-in-law, cuñada. In law, en ley. No sé por qué lo llaman así. Si alguien tiene una buena explicación de eso, me cuentan en los comentarios, por favor. He's doing great. Thanks for asking. And your husband? He's doing great. Él está bien. Él está genial. Thanks for asking. Gracias por preguntar. And your husband? ¿Y tu marido? Husband, esposo. Wife, esposa. De pronto, Lisa le preguntó a Manuela sobre su cuñado porque de pronto había conocido al cuñado en alguna reunión o en alguna fiesta o algo así. Si no, sería medio raro de la nada preguntar del cuñado, ¿cierto? Pero de pronto se habían conocido ahí. O tal vez es porque yo quiero poner muchas palabras de familia en esta historia, en esta conversación. Ignora eso, pero ahí tienes como una explicación. He's good, just busy with work as usual. He's good, él está bien, just busy with work, solo ocupado con trabajo, as usual, como siempre. It's hard balancing work and family sometimes. It's hard, es difícil. Balancing, balanceando o balancear, equilibrar. Work and family, trabajo y familia, sometimes, algunas veces. Absolutely, but it's worth it to see our children happy. Absolutely, absolutamente, claro que sí. Pero, it's worth it. Si algo está worth it, significa que vale la pena. Vale la pena to see, para ver, our children happy, nuestros hijos felices. Children son hijos, kids son niños. Definitely. Being a mom is the best job in the world. Definitivamente, being a mom, siendo madre, una madre, is the best job in the world. Es el mejor trabajo en el mundo. It's the best work, it's the best job. Job es como el rol, mientras work es como el trabajo. Agreed, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Agreed, se dice cuando estás de acuerdo. Agreed, o I agree. I wouldn't trade it. Wouldn't es una contracción entre would y not. I would not. Yo no haría. I wouldn't trade it. Yo no lo cambiaría. Trade significa intercambiar. O sea, yo no lo intercambiaría for anything. Por nada. Yo no lo cambiaría por nada. Have you planned anything for the weekend? Have you planned? ¿Has tú planeado o has planeado anything for the weekend? Algo para el fin de semana. Not yet. Maybe a picnic with the family if the weather's nice. Not yet. Not yet. Todavía no. Maybe a picnic. Tal vez un picnic. With the family. Con la familia. Recuerda, family se pronuncia con eh. No se dice family. Se dice family. With the family. If the weather's nice. If the weather is nice. If the weather's nice. Si el clima está bueno. Sounds lovely. Maybe we can join you. Sounds lovely. Suena encantador. Love es amor o encanto. Lovely es algo encantador. Maybe we can join you. Tal vez podemos join you. Unirte. Join es unir. That would be great. The more the merrier. That would be great. Esto sería genial. Cada vez que ves el verbo would, sabes que va a ser algún tipo de ría. Entonces sería, estaría, volvería, haría. That would be, uno toma el verbo be, que es estar, ¿verdad? O ser, y se vuelve entonces sería o estaría. Pero en inglés simplemente se usa el verbo would. That would be, eso estaría o sería. That would go, eso iría. Would like, gustaría. The more the merrier. Es una expresión en inglés que significa cuanto más, mejor. The more, cuanto más, the merrier. Algo merry es algo muy feliz, algo alegre. Cuanto más gente, más alegre, mejor. How's your aunt doing? I remember she was unwell the last time we spoke. How's your aunt doing? Aunt es la tía. Aunt. I remember she was unwell. Unwell es lo contrario a well. Well es bueno, unwell es no bueno. O realmente significa enfermo o enferma. I remember, yo me acuerdo que ella estaba enferma o indispuesta. Last time, la última vez, we spoke, que hablamos. Spoke es el pasado del verbo speak, hablar. Speak, hablar. Spoke, hablamos. She's much better now. Thanks for remembering. She's much better now. Ella es mucho mejor ahora. Thanks for remembering. Gracias por recordar. That's a relief. Family health is so important. That's a relief. Eso es un alivio. A relief. Family health. Health es salud. Family health, salud en la familia, is so important. Es tan importante. Absolutely. We've got to take care of each other. Absolutely, absolutamente. We've got to. We have got to. Have got to es lo mismo que have to, que es lo mismo que need. Significa necesitar o tener que. We have got to significa nosotros necesitamos que o nosotros tenemos que take care, tomar cuidado o cuidar of each other, de nosotros mismos o mutuamente, each other. Well, it was great catching up, but I should get going. Well, it was great catching up. To catch up es una expresión, significa ponernos al día. Catching up significa poniéndonos al día. Pero recuerda que la gramática en inglés tiene la lógica un poco diferente que la de español. Decir it was great catching up se traduciría literalmente a fue genial poniéndonos al día. Mientras en español ustedes no hablan así, ustedes dicen fue genial ponernos al día. Es que la lógica en la gramática es diferente. Entonces no traduzcas literalmente del español a inglés, simplemente consume el inglés, adopta la lógica, interioriza la lógica y con el consumo y con tu paciencia, poco a poco empezarás a hablar así también. Y tal vez empezarás a cometer errores en tu español cuando has consumido tanto inglés como yo en mi sueco. A veces aplico la lógica de la gramática inglesa o española hablando mi propio idioma nativo. Es normal. But I should get going. But I should, pero yo debería. Get going también es una expresión que significa irme, salir de aquí y hacer lo que iba a hacer. Same here. See you around, Manuela. Take care. Same here, lo mismo aquí. See you around. Verte alrededor o te veo por aquí. Take care. Ten cuidado. O más bien, cuídate. Ok, súper bien. Ahora vas a volver a escuchar esta conversación 3 veces de forma fluida, sin pausas o explicaciones. Entonces, ten un poquito de paciencia. Yo sé que es rápido y es probable de que no entiendas todo la primera vez, pero eso es normal. Es a propósito. Por cada repetición vas a entender un poquito más. Ok, let's go. Hi, Lisa. It's nice to see you. Hi, Manuela. You too. Picking up the kids? Yes. How's your daughter doing? She's doing well, thanks. And your son? He's excited to come every day, especially with his cousin. Oh, that's nice they get to spend time together. Yes, they're like brother and sister. Speaking of siblings, how's your brother-in-law? He's doing great, thanks for asking. And your husband? He's good, just busy with work as usual. It's hard balancing work and family sometimes. Absolutely, but it's worth it to see our children happy. Definitely. Being a mom is the best job in the world. Agreed. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Have you planned anything for the weekend? Not yet. Maybe a picnic with the family if the weather's nice. Sounds lovely. Maybe we can join you. That would be great. The more the merrier. How's your aunt doing? I remember she was unwell the last time we spoke. She's much better now. Thanks for remembering. That's a relief. Family health is so important. Absolutely. We've got to take care of each other. Well, it was great catching up, but I should get going. Same here. See you around, Manuela. Take care. Hi, Lisa. It's nice to see you. Hi, Manuela. You too. Picking up the kids? Yes. How's your daughter doing? She's doing well, thanks. And your son? He's excited to come every day, especially with his cousin. Oh, that's nice they get to spend time together. Yes, they're like brother and sister. Speaking of siblings, how's your brother-in-law? He's doing great, thanks for asking. And your husband? He's good, just busy with work as usual. It's hard balancing work and family sometimes. Absolutely, but it's worth it to see our children happy. Definitely, being a mom is the best job in the world. Agreed, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Have you planned anything for the weekend? Not yet. Maybe a picnic with the family if the weather's nice. Sounds lovely. Maybe we can join you. That would be great. The more the merrier. How's your aunt doing? I remember she was unwell the last time we spoke. She's much better now. Thanks for remembering. That's a relief. Family health is so important. Absolutely. We've got to take care of each other. Well, it was great catching up, but I should get going. Same here. See you around, Manuela. Take care. Hi, Lisa. It's nice to see you. Hi, Manuela. You too. Picking up the kids? Yes. How's your daughter doing? She's doing well, thanks. And your son? He's excited to come every day, especially with his cousin. Oh, that's nice they get to spend time together. Yes, they're like brother and sister. Speaking of siblings, how's your brother-in-law? He's doing great, thanks for asking. And your husband? He's good, just busy with work as usual. It's hard balancing work and family sometimes. Absolutely, but it's worth it to see our children happy. Definitely, being a mom is the best job in the world. Agreed, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Have you planned anything for the weekend? Not yet, maybe a picnic with the family if the weather's nice. Sounds lovely, maybe we can join you. That would be great, the more the merrier. How's your aunt doing? I remember she was unwell the last time we spoke. She's much better now, thanks for remembering. That's a relief, family health is so important. Absolutely, we've got to take care of each other. Well, it was great catching up, but I should get going. Same here. See you around, Manuela. Take care. Ok, excelente. Ahora vamos al paso número 3, que creo que puede ser el más difícil. Vamos a volver a escuchar la conversación, pero de esta vez sin subtítulos, solo escuchando. Y no te preocupes, yo sé que va a ser difícil y también es a propósito. Por cada vez que escuchas vas a entender un poquito más y no se trata de entender a la perfección, se trata de consumo repetitivo, porque por cada vez que escuches un poquito más de inglés, vas interiorizando el idioma en tu memoria. Y poco a poco empieza a fluir tu habla. Entonces, desafíate aquí conmigo. Empecemos. Let's go. Hi, Lisa. It's nice to see you. Hi, Manuela. You too. Picking up the kids? Yes. How's your daughter doing? She's doing well, thanks. And your son? He's excited to come every day, especially with his cousin. Oh, that's nice they get to spend time together. Yes, they're like brother and sister. Speaking of siblings, how's your brother-in-law? He's doing great, thanks for asking. And your husband? He's good, just busy with work as usual. It's hard balancing work and family sometimes. Absolutely, but it's worth it to see our children happy. Definitely, being a mom is the best job in the world. Agreed, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Have you planned anything for the weekend? Not yet, maybe a picnic with the family if the weather's nice. Sounds lovely, maybe we can join you. That would be great, the more the merrier. How's your aunt doing? I remember she was unwell the last time we spoke. She's much better now, thanks for remembering. That's a relief, family health is so important. Absolutely, we've got to take care of each other. Well, it was great catching up, but I should get going. Same here. See you around, Manuela. Take care. Hi, Lisa. It's nice to see you. Hi, Manuela. You too. Picking up the kids? Yes. How's your daughter doing? She's doing well, thanks. And your son? He's excited to come every day, especially with his cousin. Oh, that's nice they get to spend time together. Yes, they're like brother and sister. Speaking of siblings, how's your brother-in-law? He's doing great, thanks for asking. And your husband? He's good, just busy with work as usual. It's hard balancing work and family sometimes. Absolutely, but it's worth. Mom is the best job in the world. Agreed, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Have you planned anything for the weekend? Not yet, maybe a picnic with the family if the weather's nice. Sounds lovely, maybe we can join you. That would be great, the more the merrier. How's your aunt doing? I remember she was unwell the last time we spoke. She's much better now, thanks for remembering. That's a relief, family health is so important. Absolutely, we've got to take care of each other. Well, it was great catching up, but I should get going. Same here. See you around, Manuela. Take care. Hi, Lisa. It's nice to see you. Hi, Manuela. You too. Picking up the kids? Yes. How's your daughter doing? She's doing well, thanks. And your son? He's excited to come every day, especially with his cousin. Oh, that's nice they get to spend time together. Yes, they're like brother and sister. Speaking of siblings, how's your brother-in-law? He's doing great, thanks for asking. And your husband? He's good, just busy with work as usual. It's hard balancing work and family sometimes. Absolutely, but it's worth it to see our children happy. Definitely, being a mom is the best job in the world. Agreed, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Have you planned anything for the weekend? Not yet, maybe a picnic with the family if the weather's nice. Sounds lovely, maybe we can join you. That would be great, the more the merrier. How's your aunt doing? I remember she was unwell the last time we spoke. She's much better now. Thanks for remembering. That's a relief. Family health is so important. Absolutely. We've got to take care of each other. Well, it was great catching up, but I should get going. Same here. See you around, Manuela. Take care. Ok, listo. ¿Cómo te fue con eso? Recuerda, si no te fue muy bien, no te preocupes. Si quieres, puedes volver a repasar cada paso anterior cuantas veces como quieras. Pero recuerda, no se trata de ser perfecto, sino que se trata de simplemente seguir y desafiarte. Ahora hemos llegado a la versión interactiva. Aquí es donde vas a practicar hablar. ¿Y cómo funciona? Es muy sencillo. Vas a volver a escuchar la conversación de forma fluida 3 veces, pero durante la conversación voy a hacer pausas y hacerte preguntas. Preguntas que tú tienes que responder en voz alta. Típicamente solo con una palabra. Y si no sabes la respuesta, no pasa nada porque te la voy a colocar aquí mismo grande en la pantalla para que sepas cuál fue la respuesta correcta. Y tienes 3 repeticiones para acertar todas las preguntas. Esta práctica es genial porque te ayuda, 1, a probarte como un examen propio a ver si has entendido la historia, y 2, ayudarte a saber cómo se hace preguntas en inglés, porque vas a ver que la lógica gramatical de hacer una pregunta en inglés es un poquito diferente a cómo se hace declaraciones o oraciones sin preguntas. Así que presta mucha atención. Si no sabes la respuesta, adivina. Igual se te va a mostrar la respuesta aquí. ¿Ok? 3 repeticiones tienes para acertar todas. ¿Aceptas el desafío? Let's go. Hi, Lisa. It's nice to see you. Who says hello? Manuela does. Correct. Hi, Manuela. You too. Picking up the kids? Is Lisa asking Manuela if she's also picking up her child? Yes, she is. Correct. Yes. How's your daughter doing? Does Lisa have a daughter or a son? A daughter. Correct. She's doing well, thanks. And your son? And what about Manuela? A son. Correct. He's excited to come every day, especially with his cousin. Does Manuela's son's cousin go to the same kindergarten? Yes, she does. Correct. Oh, that's nice they get to spend time together. Yes, they're like brother and sister. Do Manuela's son and his cousin like spending time together? Yes, they do. Correct. Speaking of siblings, how's your brother-in-law? Does Manuela have siblings? Yes, she does. Correct. He's doing great. Thanks for asking. And your husband? Who's doing great? Manuela's brother-in-law. Correct. He's good, just busy with work as usual. Does Lisa's husband work a lot? Yes, he does. Correct. It's hard balancing work and family sometimes. Is it hard or easy to balance work and family? Hard. Correct. Absolutely. But it's worth it to see our children happy. Definitely. Being a mom is the best job in the world. What's the best job in the world? Being a mom. Correct. Agreed. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Would Lisa not become a mom if she could? No. Correct. She wouldn't trade it for anything. Have you planned anything for the weekend? Not yet. Maybe a picnic with the family if the weather's nice. What's Lisa doing with her family this weekend? Having a picnic. Correct. Sounds lovely. Maybe we can join you. That would be great. The more the merrier. Does Lisa want Manuela's family to join the picnic? Yes, she does. Correct. How's your aunt doing? I remember she was unwell the last time we spoke. Who was unwell? Lisa's aunt. Correct. She's much better now. Thanks for remembering. How is she doing now? Much better. Correct. That's a relief. Family health is so important. What's important? Family health. Correct. Absolutely. We've got to take care of each other. Well, it was great catching up, but I should get going. Who's leaving? Manuela is correct. Same here. See you around, Manuela. Take care. Is Lisa leaving too? Yes, she is. Correct. Hi, Lisa. It's nice to see you. Who says hello? Manuela does. Correct. Hi, Manuela. You too. Picking up the kids? Is Lisa asking Manuela if she's also picking up her child? Yes, she is. Correct. Yes. How's your daughter doing? Does Lisa have a daughter or a son? A daughter. Correct. She's doing well, thanks. And your son? And what about Manuela? A son. Correct. He's excited to come every day, especially with his cousin. Does Manuela's son's cousin go to the same kindergarten? Yes, she does. Correct. Oh, that's nice they get to spend time together. Yes, they're like brother and sister. Do Manuela's son and his cousin like spending time together? Yes, they do. Correct. Speaking of siblings, how's your brother-in-law? Does Manuela have siblings? Yes, she does. Correct. He's doing great. Thanks for asking. And your husband? Who's doing great? Manuela's brother-in-law. Correct. He's good, just busy with work as usual. Does Lisa's husband work a lot? Yes, he does. Correct. It's hard balancing work and family sometimes. Is it hard or easy to balance work and family? Hard. Correct. Absolutely. But it's worth it to see our children happy. Definitely. Being a mom is the best job in the world. What's the best job in the world? Being a mom. Correct. Agreed. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Would Lisa not become a mom if she could? No. Correct. She wouldn't trade it for anything. Have you planned anything for the weekend? Not yet. Maybe a picnic with the family if the weather's nice. What's Lisa doing with her family this weekend? Having a picnic. Correct. Sounds lovely. Maybe we can join you. That would be great. The more the merrier. Does Lisa want Manuela's family to join the picnic? Yes, she does. Correct. How's your aunt doing? I remember she was unwell the last time we spoke. Who was unwell? Lisa's aunt. Correct. She's much better now. Thanks for remembering. How is she doing now? Much better. Correct. That's a relief. Family health is so important. What's important? Family health. Correct. Absolutely. We've got to take care of each other. Well, it was great catching up, but I should get going. Who's leaving? Manuela is. Correct. Same here. See you around, Manuela. Take care. Is Lisa leaving too? Yes, she is. Correct. Hi, Lisa. It's nice to see you. Who says hello? Manuela does. Correct. Hi, Manuela. You too. Picking up the kids? Is Lisa asking Manuela if she's also picking up her child? Yes, she is. Correct. Yes. How's your daughter doing? Does Lisa have a daughter or a son? A daughter. Correct. She's doing well, thanks. And your son? And what about Manuela? A son. Correct. He's excited to come every day, especially with his cousin. Does Manuela's son's cousin go to the same kindergarten? Yes, she does. Correct. Oh, that's nice they get to spend time together. Yes, they're like brother and sister. Do Manuela's son and his cousin like spending time together? Yes, they do. Correct. Speaking of siblings, how's your brother-in-law? Does Manuela have siblings? Yes, she does. Correct. He's doing great. Thanks for asking. And your husband? Who's doing great? Manuela's brother-in-law. Correct. He's good, just busy with work as usual. Does Lisa's husband work a lot? Yes, he does. Correct. It's hard balancing work and family sometimes. Is it hard or easy to balance work and family? Hard. Correct. Absolutely. But it's worth it to see our children happy. Definitely. Being a mom is the best job in the world. What's the best job in the world? Being a mom. Correct. Agreed. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Would Lisa not become a mom if she could? No. Correct. She wouldn't trade it for anything. Have you planned anything for the weekend? Not yet. Maybe a picnic with the family if the weather's nice. What's Lisa doing with her family this weekend? Having a picnic. Correct. Sounds lovely. Maybe we can join you. That would be great. The more the merrier. Does Lisa want Manuela's family to join the picnic? Yes, she does. Correct. How's your aunt doing? I remember she was unwell the last time we spoke. Who was unwell? Lisa's aunt. Correct. She's much better now. Thanks for remembering. How is she doing now? Much better. Correct. That's a relief. Family health is so important. What's important? Family health. Correct. Absolutely. We've got to take care of each other. Well, it was great catching up, but I should get going. Who's leaving? Manuela is. Correct. Same here. See you around, Manuela. Take care. Is Lisa leaving too? Yes, she is. Correct. Ok, ¿cómo te fue? ¿Cómo te pareció la clase? ¿Y cómo te parece el método? Cuéntame en los comentarios aquí abajo, por favor. Y si tienes algunas sugerencias, déjame saber en los comentarios también porque los leo todos sus comentarios porque siempre quiero mejorar. Así que muchísimas gracias. Y si no lo sabías, esta es la forma en que enseñamos inglés en mi curso, en mi programa. Tenemos cientos de historias como estos y de todas las dificultades y en todos los diferentes temas, desde lo más básico hasta lo más avanzado, conversaciones, historias de negocios, de trabajo, de amor, de familia, de viajes, de cultura, de ejercicio, de cualquier tema que puedas imaginar. Tenemos historias para eso. Y cuando te unes a Rayo, obtienes acceso a todas de por vida. Además de eso, tienes acceso a nuestra comunidad exclusiva de estudiantes donde hacemos clases en vivo y así tendrás acceso a mí y todos mis profesores en vivo directamente para tener acompañamiento a través de todo tu proceso de aprendizaje. Además de eso, tienes 3 garantías. Una garantía de satisfacción de 2 semanas. O sea, tienes 2 semanas de probar todo el curso y todo lo que viene incluido con él sin ningún compromiso. Si no te gusta, nos mandas un mensaje y te devolvemos el 100% de tu inversión. Además de eso, tienes una garantía de fluidez. Cuando terminas el curso, garantizamos que eres 100% fluido en inglés o te devolvemos el doble de lo que pagaste por él y te damos clases privadas ilimitadas conmigo hasta que seas fluido. Esto es porque sabemos que cuando hayas terminado el curso, has aprendido inglés. Y eso típicamente demora entre 3 a 4 meses si estudias con 2 horas al día. Pero tú tienes acceso de por vida, así que si solo tienes 10, 15 minutos al día, está bien. Puedes continuar, puedes estudiar a tu propio ritmo. Tarde o temprano vas a terminar el curso y vas a ser fluido. Y últimamente tienes una garantía de empleo. Cuando termines el curso, garantizamos una oferta de trabajo en nuestra empresa. A mí me encanta contratar de mis estudiantes porque son las personas que más pasión tienen por Rayo y todo este proceso de aprendizaje igual que yo. Así que esto también te ayudará a obtener un retorno positivo a tu inversión aquí en el curso en el momento que lo termines. Y si quieres más información, haz clic en este video aquí mismo que aparece aquí, donde te explico exactamente todo, te muestro resultados de estudiantes, testimonios, precios, planes de pago, métodos de pago, toda la información que quiera, toda la información que necesitas aquí en este video. Así que haz clic aquí y nos vemos allá.